Hi everyone, welcome back to my cooking YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be making my paleo spicy beef jerky. So let's start with the ingredients for the marinade and then we will go on to the meat. So to get started, organic coconut aminos. We need some maple syrup. We need some olive oil. We need some salt and pepper. And just to give it that spice, we can either use fresh chilies or my fresh chili conserve, but today I've decided to use Cajun pepper. So let's get started on the marinade. So we start with the coconut aminos. We add some of that. Then we put some olive oil, a little bit of olive oil. Then we can add some of the maple syrup, just a little bit, enough to make it a little bit sweet. We put the salt. A little bit more. It's always good to add more salt because the beef jerky is good when it's salty as well. Some pepper. Be generous. And some Cajun pepper as well. Watch this stuff. It can be quite hot, but it will spread. And grab a fork or a spoon and give it a good mix. There's the marinade ready to go. You can do is buy a big chunk of beef and freeze it a little bit so it's frozen but not 100% frozen. And then you can carve it up into little slices, probably about ½ centimeter thick, no more than that. Or you can do what I do sometimes, and that's cheat. I can actually buy meat in little strips like this. So I usually buy 2 packets, which is about 650-700 grams of meat. And I slice them in half before I marinate them because the pieces are going to be about that big, but in the oven they shrink as they dehydrate. So let's slice up. What I like to do is cut them about that size. So what I basically do, because I'm cheating, so I will cut them like this, and I will cut them like this, and then I will marinate the pieces. See, all my pieces are in the bowl now, and basically with your hands, I'm using one hand so that I can film it for you. You literally get in there and marinate these pieces. Now they don't need that long, but make sure that they're marinated well. And once you've done that, you cover them up and refrigerate them for about ½ an hour before you put them in the oven. The next step of your beef jerky is going to be actually cooking it in the oven. Now, when I say cook, it's on very low because we want it to dehydrate. We don't actually want to cook the meat. So jerky is dehydrated. So because I don't have a dehydrator, this is the next best thing. Once the meat is chilled and ready to go into the oven, you just get your oven trays out. I have 2. And what we're going to be doing is placing the meat on the oven trays because the meat's going to go straight into the oven on top of the trays. I would recommend putting some foil on the bottom of the oven because it does drip as it dehydrates in the oven, so that's probably a good idea as well. So what you want to do is you want to spread your meat on your oven trays evenly like this, and this is how they're going to go into the oven. And I've also added some extra salt and pepper on top just to give it that extra taste. So once you do that with both trays, we then put it in the oven and let it cook on 75 degrees, 170 degrees Fahrenheit if you're in America, for the next 5 hours. And basically they just go in like this. So I'll grab the other one and we will leave it in the oven for about 5 hours. As your meat is dehydrating in the oven, be sure to swap the trays from top to bottom, bottom to top every hour for the next 5 hours. Like normal ovens, the bottom doesn't cook as fast as the top, so you want the even consistency with the jerky so that they are all beautiful. So, since it's the magic of camera or magic of television, let's wind the clock forward 5 hours and see how my jerky's turned out. The jerky is ready to go. And I've just bagged it into 2 bags, which I will now keep in the fridge while people aren't eating it. But I might warn you now, it doesn't last long. Actually, it doesn't last longer than 24 hours in our house.
It's that good.
And there we have it, folks. My jerky's ready to go. All that's left is to give it a try. Oh yeah, that's good. Enjoy.